Guess I'll come back out here for now and just kind of avoid all the monsters. Get back to town and go and relax a little bit. Let's see what Dr. Sarah has going on for us next. Also, yeah, we also gotta share a room together. So we gotta figure out how that's gonna go for us. What's going on with her? Quit already! Hurry up and give me my notebook back! Somebody bullying her? Now being beaten by some silly kid! Come and get it if you can, dummy! Oh. Y'all are bullies. Hi. Not again. Stop fighting, you two! What about the cat? What do you have to say, cat? Me too, man. Me too. I think it's very silly for kids to fight like this. Anyway, let's get back to the inn. Distant voice. Don't give crap! The one. Paid. What's going on? Sounds like something happened over the market. There appears to be some matter of dispute occurring. I wonder what's up. Should we go take a look? Yeah, let's go see. What's going on? Oh, some sort of rabble happening. Don't give me that crap. This is my spot. I paid for it, so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I've been getting a permit for it. Stop lying to me and vamoose. Vamoose? May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way. There seems to be some question over which of these two gentlemen gets control of this area to set up the stall. The young merchant over there is local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So both claiming the same spot. How odd. Permits from the market are issued by the province ruling lord. Oh. Sorry. Oh, so for Celtic, that will be... What's going on? This isn't good. I must stop them. Who are you? Unhand me at once! I'm not really sure exactly what's going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. Don't need to calm yourselves. You've been working into a rage. Yeah. I don't know, I'm doing voices right now. I'm trying my best here. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. You're having a mature discussion here. Now thank you not to interfere. So what is grabbing a person by the neck being considered mature? If you really intent on mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults. What'd you say to me? We're students from Thors Military Academy. We're currently visiting this town in a field study. While we are not yet formal members of any army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. A military academy? It's a bunch of soldiers in training. What's an audio... Old man's voice. What's an audio's name is happening here? Hi. Who is this guy? Oh, now look what you've done. Manager Otto. Who is this guy? I've been filled in what happened. I understand both of you have a permit at the same stall. Is that correct? Yeah. And both permits expire at the same time, too. What's the meaning of this? I understand your concern. Fighting over here just greatly inconveniences the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter in private. I need to ask you both to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. Okay. I guess. My voices are so messed up right now. Well, that was a close one. Seems like everything is going to be fine now, though. Yeah, guess he's the guy in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation. Though I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous Class VII I've heard so much about. Oh? How'd you know about a Class VII? My name is Otto. I'm the manager of the Celtic Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you if you'd be so kind to come along. I'll treat you some tea. Okay. I hope that's actually his voice. That'd be so on point if that was. That'd be great. Oh, I guess they didn't get the stalls they wanted. But hey, it's fine. They got what they got, so that's good. So, you're responsible for choosing our assignments? Indeed. Principal Van Dyck is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks we might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. I appreciate your consideration as well. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful for you taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would end up getting hurt. I'm just glad we got there when we did. So both merchants would be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market. That's right. Both the permits are genuine, but the merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing space. Eventually, they agreed to a compromise where they would each make use of the front stall on alternate weeks. The other stalls we received is near the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will likely see far lower sale numbers. That's better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lords. For mistakes such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true. It's the lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle it, local economy could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, the responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke? Cuisin province is ruled by Duke Erebonia, one of the foremost powerful nobles in the entire country. But lately, the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. Complicated? A few months ago, he has increased the sales tax for our market rather significantly. And with a larger percentage from the profits being taken from them, merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown how damaging such actions can be. I've never heard of anything like that happening in capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course. I've gone to Bearheart numerous times to petition the Duke personally. They always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up with a permit may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting... might be getting careless when dealing with the market? Maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems. I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions. But I'll say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like this. Oh? Got my voices, so not on point right now, sorry. Unlike the Imperial Army, provincial army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. So mediating arguments which threatens the status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. Seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse even made comments suggesting as much. It's not right at all. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. We have no reason to concern yourselves with it. You need to be focused on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So we're asked to prepare some each day for a visit then? That's right. I got a few difficult ones in mind too. But I'm sure you are for them. Or at least, I hope you are. Don't worry, we are. We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. We'll try our best. Well, that ends the day for now. Are we in the inn? Where are we? We're currently in... Actually, I have no idea where we are. As the door out. Who's this lady here? Otto went to Bearheart yesterday in order to try and repeal the tax increases, but it seems they never even gave him the time of day yet. This really is a problem. If only there was something we could do for the merchants. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. What's going on upstairs here? Yes, nothing. We should probably go ahead and leave and not stay in this place for too long, should we? Thank you so much, Mr. Otto, for having us here. We're out on our way. That sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. You mentioned lords have duty and the right to decide upon the collect taxes in a region they control. As long as that remains the case, there's not really much in general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of the House Erebonia. The current head is Eustace's dad, right? So, can we just ask Eustace for some help there? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. And since the Albarez represent one of the 4 great houses, the all traditions is absolutely guaranteed to be alive as well. Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the head of the 4 great houses. Guess I know then. I see you all busy muddling over. Excellent, excellent. Oh, I think I know who that is. Yep, there she is. There she is. Instructor Sarah. What brings you here? I figure about time for me to get going. Group B is not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're going to see Group B now? The town of Parma is a considerable distance from here. Now, you'll let me worry about that. You 4 are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think. I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Adios be with you. Oh, adios, sorry. I keep saying adios. Whatever she said, I missed that out. Sorry. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she read minds or something? I suggest we return to our room and rest for the night, in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Hey, yeah, we also gotta share rooms together. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. Alright, going back to the Weathercock. The Weathercock Inn. Let's go in. Return to the inn for dinner or stay outside. We'll return to the inn. There we go. And now it's nightfall. I'm liking where this is going. I'm really liking where this is going. This is a good game. Everything's locked up. People are getting prepared to end it for the day. So are we. So are we.
Ah, that was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were. I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling at Thors in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day.
A lover, perhaps?
What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
Oh, she's gonna say, oh, I'm not gonna talk about my reason, but Elisa, talk about yours.
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Rean? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
It is.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
Damn.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Laura sounds a little bit frustrated. I'm guessing she's not... I think she knows something or she senses something from Rean, right? She can sense something from Rean, but she's just not able to say it out loud just yet. There's also a little bit of aura mystery behind Laura as well, which is also making me really... just makes it really interesting about her as a person in general. So we're to wake up at 6 tomorrow, right? Yes, please. That was a horrible voice for an old lady, wasn't it? We only have until tomorrow evening, so we need to get an early start. Really appreciate it. Not a problem at all. Have a good night. Good night. My voices are not on point.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
Rean?
What is it?
I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering.
Oh?
Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not?
Oh.
Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Ka-Fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
Well then.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arcade School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, it is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the 8 Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-Fai for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest, I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the 8 Leaf School, in fact. But this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectations. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment, I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Rean's not the only one bottling up his feelings though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Well then, everybody's going through self-discovery, which is good. It's all good. They're understanding each other a little bit more, but just being part of the class and, you know, working together.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world.
Got a new rank?
I've got a little reward here for you.
Received information as a perk. Oh, we got, okay, so we got current rank right now is rank B6 because our current AP is 32. So, by doing these things and completing them on time and on point, and like, let's say, for example, we got bright ideas, we got extra AP because we get the password just right. So we got extra AP from there. As we collect more AP, our rank is going to go up, and I think as our rank is going to go up, we get more perks, like we get information as a perk. Nice.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you, Instructor Sarah. Appreciate it. Sunday, Field Study Day 2. Hey, here a task for today. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. Field Study Envelope April. What do we got? Field Study Day 2 Assigned Tasks. West Celtic Highway Monster and Lost Wallet. Another monster? Oh. West Celtic Highway Monster, Market Manager Otto. Large ferocious monster has been sighted on the West Celtic Highway. We'd all be happy if someone took it out. Monster Zwordar. Location Stonebridge leading to Heimdallr on West Celtic Highway. Market Manager Otto. Lost Wallet. Merchant Lizzie. Yesterday I found a wallet on the floor in front of my stall. Someone be willing to find its owner for me. See me at the ceramics stall and I'll tell you more. Okay? Huh. Even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he know we're going back twisted today. Sounds about right. He's a very considerate man. Last train headed your way leaves here around 9 tonight. Get those down quick enough and you can have dinner here before you leave. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then? Sounds good. Looks like today's task all optional. Hey Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. Rean, as I told you then, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It's not something for which apology is required. That's not really what I mean. I want to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To Master Kafai, to the school I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate for me to say what I said. So, I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there's one person you should be apologizing to as well. Can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstances. Regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride over him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, there's an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Let me ask you a question, Rean. Do you like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Laura. So you two are friends again, huh, then? Were we? Not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Indeed, I was all handled rather neatly, I felt. You're both so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. You did what now? It would seem we've caused you undue concern. Jeez, can we just forget about this and move on? Okay, that was actually kind of cute, not gonna lie. Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you looking a bit less gloomy. Margot, we got trouble. Big trouble. Slow down, Louise. First thing in the morning, and you're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such commotion. What have you been anyway? Late. I'm sorry, just got caught up on the way here. But never mind, Dad. We have big trouble. Something terrible happened over the market. Cemetery, you say? Terrible thing happened, exactly. Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over the market were destroyed, and all the merchandise was stolen. This is most terrible indeed. A robbery? Oh my. I suppose our maid's market might be opening late today. Which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Luis, let's get this place ready. You got it. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about after all. Of course. Be back later. Thanks again. The tasks that we got are optional, by the way. They're completely optional. Which means I think this main quest is going to be the main thing to worry about. What should we do? I have to admit, I'm curious. It's not far, so might as well go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening in the market then. That's, like I said, that's gonna be our main quest then. That's gonna be a main quest. But, let's jump up for now. I'm gonna actually save here and take a little break to make sure that I can get stuff taken care of for the night and everything. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you all later in the next episode. My name is Thamriyell. Like, subscribe, and over today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Legend of Heroes Trail of Cold Steel. Making sure I'm remembering the name. Nevertheless, see ya.